give a warm welcome to Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna.
I just want to start out by saying there would be no Congresswoman Luna without Charlie Kirk. I still remember the phone call that changed my life. Hey Anna, it's Charlie. I'd like to offer you a job as TPUSA's National Hispanic Outreach Director. Charlie believed with every fiber of his being that the youth of this nation would save it. His fierce patriotism, his unyielding boldness, his prophetic foresight, these were the sparks that lit the path for me on the eve of my departure to medical school to decide to change course and join TPUSA, where I could help Charlie battle the socialist indoctrination on college campuses. The year I spent at TPUSA traveling with Charlie is where I honed my voice in the crucible of politics and ultimately forged the path that led me to Congress. I saw Charlie grow from a young man with conferences of a few hundred people to one of the most powerful men in the world, walking alongside presidents and titans. I saw him grow a beautiful family, all the while remaining a humble leader who quietly raised up others to forward the movement. Today, we honor a patriot whose love of this nation burns as brightly as the founding fathers during the birth of our republic. Like George Washington, who sacrificed his peaceful life at Mount Vernon to lead a militia and a small army against the mightiest empire on earth, risking everything, his fortune, his family, his very life, to secure liberty for generations unborn. Charlie poured out his youth, his energy, and his unshakable resolve to awaken America's youth from the slumber of complacency and to mobilize millions this past election cycle to reclaim the principles of truth and self-governance that define our exceptional nation. His name will stand etched in the history besides the likes of JFK, who boldly challenged a generation to ask what they could do for their country amid the shadows of the Cold War, and Dr. King, who marched into the jaws of hatred, sacrificing his safety and ultimately his life to bend the arc of history towards justice. These giants, Washington forging a new nation from revolution, JFK inspiring the innovation and resolve, and MLK redeeming it through moral courage, changed the outcome of eras just as Charlie altered the trajectory of our modern fight against cultural decay and ideological tyranny. He didn't just speak of patriotism, he lived it, giving everything to ignite a movement that turned the tide for conservatism, empowering young voices to challenge the status quo and to secure a brighter future for America. And as I stand here today, looking at thousands of young people in this crowd, I realize that Charlie's vision is ablaze in every single one of you, the generation that he entrusted to restore the soul of this nation. So I ask you, will you live boldly as Charlie did? Will you rise to the challenge as Charlie did? Will you speak truth without fear as Charlie did? And will you pray with unwavering faith as Charlie did? If one man can awaken a generation and save a nation, imagine what 10,000 can do. And we are all Charlie Kirk now, and his legacy has just begun. God bless all of you and these great United States of America. Thank you.
welcome to the stage Jack Posobiec.
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was my friend. Charlie was my brother. And Charlie was my commanding officer. And we will never, ever let the left, the media, or the Democrats forget the name of Charlie Kirk. The Bible, we'll get there, hold on, we'll get there. The Bible tells us that on his last day, Moses climbed to the top of the mountain and he looked across the River Jordan and he saw the promised land. He led the people there, but he did not cross himself, for he was taken and he died on that mountain. And he was brought to God's kingdom. On his last day, Charlie Kirk was on the top of a mountain. And Charlie Kirk led us there. And Charlie Kirk has brought us to the promised land. Charlie's death was not just a murder. The true word for what Charlie did is sacrifice. You see, the difference between murder and sacrifice is that sacrifice is a gift. Sacrifice is that last full measure of devotion for God, for country, and for his people, and for his family. Charlie Kirk died for all of you. And Charlie Kirk's gift of his sacrifice means that Charlie Kirk will live forever. Not just for all of us, not just for his family and Erica and for his children, but for all future generations of Americans. And the question of our time, will Western civilization endure? Or will it fracture in two, like so many predict? Well, I say to you that a century from now, when they write of the 2 or 3 pivotal moments that led to the saving of Western civilization, they will write that the sacrifice of Charles James Kirk was the turning point. And the ugliness that was been revealed by Charlie's murder will be and is already being overcome by the beauty of the outpouring of love and prayer around the world, seas of 1,000 candles that have been lit from coast to coast. For Charlie's sacrifice for all of us, we will overcome their evil.